sometimes when a skip is making everything like that, there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, I kind of figured Rachel was going to come out shooting today. I thought we played well. We didn't have too many opportunities, but when we did take advantage. Yeah, just really when changing points was probably mine just went a little too deep in 6, left her that in off, and then my first one in 7, just a fresh path. I thought I threw it really close to what I was throwing my last drop, and it just kind of got gobbled up a bit.
Semifinals not unfamiliar territory. You've won out of the semifinals 3 straight years, so this is not an intimidating prospect for you, I don't think.
No, I think if we come out like that tomorrow, maybe a little bit sharper, I think we'll do well.
I think in the 6th end, I believe you considered coming through a port, hit and rolling for 2. You said no, and you went complete for the draw and said Rachel went for that same shot. Did you think it was there?
Yeah, I knew it was there, but if I just go top button, I don't know how she scores. She's going to have to run it. It's just going to be for 1. So we just overbrushed it just a hair, and it just went about a foot too deep.
You're looking forward to a potential rematch.
Yeah, definitely want another crack at them. Everyone's out to beat them, so they're on a hot run. So we know we just gotta play our best, but focus on our semifinal game tomorrow.
Rachel, 21 in a row. You've got it to Scotties, but you still need 1 more.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a tough battle out there. Really a game of millimeters, and we need everything and more tomorrow.
Rachel, in the 6th end, when you were going to come through like the high guard, low guard, get wrong,
The double?
yeah, a lot of people just thought that shot wasn't there. We were listening to Russ on the broadcast. He said, I wouldn't do it. It's such a tight court. What makes you believe that shot is there and you can make it?
I mean, like, I've got the best sweepers and unreal line caller, and we know how to make those, and in big moments, like, you go for it. It was all sweepers on a lot of our shots today, and, some great throws, great line calls, and just a team effort.
Which shot did you like better, 6 or 9?
6 was way harder than it looked, for sure. It was barely there. When Tracy asked me if I had enough, I barely had enough. I kind of lied. But I knew we had to sweep the guard or it wasn't there. Yeah. Emma said to throw easy peel, but I couldn't throw easy peel to make it. So it was definitely tough. It was barely there. She made a good one and made me stand on my head for 2. So, but it's only 2. It wasn't a big end. I had to keep the foot down. They played a phenomenal game.
So just go back to my original question. You said, I kind of lied. You didn't see that much, but you still thought it was there.
It was barely there. I knew it was just barely there, for sure.
And that's enough for you?
The game wasn't on the line, but it was an important 2 if we could get it. There was an opportunity to get it, so we went for it.
What is it about big games that you guys seem to love? Being the only game on the ice and rising to the occasion, you guys appear to love that scenario.
Yeah, these moments are tough. They're a grind. You're playing the best teams in Canada, and we know we need to bring our best. And it's exciting for us to rise to the occasion and to the challenge. And thankfully tonight it was enough. And I think we're gonna need a little bit more tomorrow.
What would it mean to you to win another, to repeat?
Everything. We want to wear that maple leaf in a couple of weeks. We've trained as hard as we can for this moment. At the end of the day, sports gods will decide, but we're going to give it our all.
So Emma, in the 6th end, when Rachel took on that double through a port, a lot of people thought that shot was not there, and we were listening to the broadcast, and Russ said, no, I wouldn't take it on. That port is too tight. What makes Rachel believe a shot is there that she can make when others don't believe it's there?
Well, she can throw it as hard as anyone, and I think that's a huge factor. She throws the rock so well. We've played enough games on the ice, we look at it. It looked like it was there for her, and so I just try to give her confidence to make it. And she made it look easy.
Did you think it was there?
I did.
Is it only there for her? Would it be there for anyone else?
It did go, the rock did shoot out. It's just hard to navigate a port, and there is a risk to that. But drawing the pin in in that spot to follow after a couple sweeps is also a little bit tricky to judge too. So I was like, well, if we're gonna play a hard shot, might as well play one for a multiple score. And with her hitting ability, it was just a good risk to take. And at the worst case, we would be down 1 at that point, and I thought it was just a good chance.
When Rachel is on her game, is there any configuration of enemy stones in the rings that is safe?
Well, I mean, she is a very good hitter. She throws it hard and she throws it very accurately. So, and she's been feeling it this week. She's made a ton of amazing runbacks, doubles, all of the sorts. So, I'd say that, I mean, as good as anyone for sure.
I mean, she did say that she saw very little, right? But I don't know. In her mind, she's not a riverboat gambler. She thinks she can make it. How risky?
She won't throw a shot that she doesn't think she can make, and I won't let her throw a shot that I don't think she can make. So between those two factors, we both liked it, and we thought it was worth a shot.
Did you like the one in 6 or 9 better?
They were both. I mean, I actually in 9. I don't think either of them. They were both like, oh, 1 steel's fine. I'm like, we can play it with lightweight. We're not going to hit both of our rocks out if we play with lightweight. That was an incredibly hard shot, and so just with a board weight for a run back like that, those are hard to call line on too. Great line call, great throw, and yeah, it was nice to make that one in the end.
What would it mean to you to win the Hearts again this year?
It would be amazing. It's we've had such a good season, and we kind of just want to keep that rolling. And we know that it's going to be a battle no matter who we play tomorrow, and we're just going to have to come out tough, and we'll do our best, and that's all we can do.
Give you a sense of how much fun it is to play in a circumstance like that. Only feet on the ice, and you know your skip is making everything you and Sarah are feeling the sweepers. How much fun is it?
Yeah, it's super fun. Also, the crowd was really into it, and that makes it a lot more exciting too. If you're in an empty arena like we were in the bubble, you make shots and you don't hear anything, it's a little bit different. But getting a crowd that's so energetic like that, and how we had it in Sydney last year, it really gives you that energy, and it's really just fun. It's a fun atmosphere to play in, and win or lose, it's kind of enjoyable because you know that everyone's enjoying watching it too.
And what is it like being here when outside expectations and probably inside are for you to win, right? Anything short of that might be a disappointment.
That's not really how we see it. I think that with how we've played this year, we've won a lot of close games, and that's just a resilience piece. But we have just tried to get a little bit better every game here, and there's two teams that we could play against are also playing really well. So I don't think that it's a disappointment at all. I think that how we did here, regardless of the outcome tomorrow, is very successful. And obviously we're going to do our best, but we can't control what anyone else does. We can just try to play our game, and hopefully it's good enough.